So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, good morning, Mr. Sani.
Good morning. Welcome to this wonderful session and in fact not session conversation between Suresh and Sunny about this wonderful concepts of laws of leadership. 21 laws of leadership by Maxwell, right? Over to you that how we are going to discuss this wonderful book, what are there for our audience to learn from this particular book and how we are going to navigate through this journey. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sani. So under this session, we are going to discuss about the summary of key law of leadership. This book is written by John C. Maxwell, and it has in this book around 21 rules of leadership is mentioned. So one by one, we will deliberate on every law. This video may be in four parts, and today we will discuss about around five law of leadership. So what is the Mr. Sani will start, and then we will deliberate, and even audience can also participate in our discussion. So basically we will take reference from the book, then we will include our practical example, our understanding, as well as anything which we want for the further convenience for the audience, we will discuss. Back to you, Mr. Sani.
So, as per this book, the first law is the law of lead that says it's all about leadership ability to determine a person's level of effectiveness. There are leaders in the organization with authority. There are leaders who whom people follow without authority. That's who really make significant importance, who really are significantly help of the people when these kind of people are there to support the journey of these persons. They are there to remove the all the roadblocks and of course focusing on the development of these people. So I remember Ram and Sham, and this was a wonderful organization where Ram always pushed the numbers. He just was micromanaging whenever people were not delivering number. He was just behind the data and was there to pull the leg of the people. And compared to Ram, Sham was a leader who was there to support with data, was there to help them f- remove the roadblocks, and at the same time he also sponsored the people to develop new skills. And that's what make the difference. People followed Sham without the authority also. Whenever this Sham, whenever he moved to other organization, people follows. While Ram was alone his journey, people just feared him, not followed, not respect. So that's what the law of leadership in my understanding. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Sani. I agree with you. The law of lid. Like we can take the example of a room having a ceiling. So imagine that leadership is like a ceiling lid of a room. No matter how talented or hard work you are, you cannot grow beyond that lid unless your leadership grow. That is the
Hmm.
high. Weak leadership is equal to limited result, and the strong leadership means the higher growth. As you have also informed us that through one example. Similarly, I have also noticed in my organization, in my previous organization, I found that the team players, like leaders, have more role, because your team will grow based on you. Like like you can take a example of two two managers. One is good in communication, one is technically very sound. One, you can take one example, Mr. A is will take differently. Like Mr. A communicate poorly, avoid decision making. So what will happen? The team performance will be average. The manager be motivate, guide, and support the team perform excellent. Even though they technically both are equivalent, but the taking decision, taking team together, make a growth of the organization and make the leadership grow. In business also, the you can see the shopkeeper. A shopkeeper, if he is honest, hardworking, but he don't trust on the other person, he don't delegate or inspire his staff, he then his business growth will be limited. So business fail, and reason is because of the leadership lid. So it's all the key takeaway we can say. If you want to increase result, don't believe people or circumstances, raise your leadership level. Back to you, Mr. Saini.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are now here again. You are not visible in between.
Oh, sorry. So maybe technical error.
Okay. The next law, or maybe you can say the rule, if you really want to be a great leader, and no one can deny that, that is the law of influence. And when it say influence, it says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. If you really inspire your team, the team will follow you. If you are there to support them, the see, the leader will be like, the team will be like as the leader is, right? So if you are very very disciplined, you are solving real problems, your team is going to do same. So just take example of this. There was this leader again named Ramesh, who was always late in the office. He always left the project in between. He never completed his task on time, and he always preached the people to come office at time, complete their projects. One of the person raised this question, boss, can you see your own discipline, your own way of doing things? Are you coming on time? Are you completing the projects? And that line hit him hard. Yes, that people follow or people are influenced by people. They see that how things are happening, and that's the human tendency. They change their behavior as they see the environment. So that's what my understanding is. You can make it more clear for audience to understand.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. Law of influence. Basically, I remember one of my past organization. So where I noticed that there is two person. A person A means who is the top leader of the organization, and another is Mr. B. So what happened? The A, whenever A reach to the office, when he take the meetings, so what happened? People say, "Sir, yes, we will do it. Yes, we will do it." And whenever the Mr. A just come out of the office, everybody start chatting, "Hey, leave it now. He just said, leave it. Ignore it." Because at front of him, he people feel that he is a super boss, we have to follow, and they follow, but at only limited extent. And whenever they have a chance, they away from the instruction. But there was another person who is a very junior level manager. But what happened? Even though he is not holding a good position, but people comes to him and discuss their problem, finding a better solution. But whenever they approach Mr. A, he always say, "Yeah, just manage, yeah, I don't have a time," and he is not bother about his junior. So influence wise, Mr. B have a lot of influence, not by the holding of a position, but of his nature, because and that is why he's influencing. So great leader you always have great influence, whether it is through they demonstrate their commitment through hard work, discipline. They influence their team members. So influence in leadership is more important. If you don't have influence, even though you are holding a good position, that will not make you a strong leader. To become a strong leader, you should have a strong influence, and you can have strong influence when you demonstrate through your own action. Back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. What I understood is a leader must create an environment where people are supported, where they can find discipline, and of course the leader is there to help them at this moment of time. And listening to these both laws, it feels like the law of leadership and law of influence are someone somewhere connected. So law of leadership will come to people when they are influencing and when they are sporting. What do you say, right? Are Do you also feel these both laws are little bit interconnected? There are same message through these laws.
Yeah, yeah, but both law having different understanding, even though these are very similar. So, but there is a little difference. Once we discuss a third rule, I think then we can have more deliberation on one, two, three. That I think then we have more better understanding. Let's discuss the third law of leadership. Then we'll come back to you and compare one, two, three.
Okay.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yep. Though, so the next law is the law of process. The leadership is developed daily, not in a day. There are times when leaders fail, they try, they take feedback, they mend their ways, they practice through conversations, and that's how they improve their skills and their leadership style, journey, behavior, process, and whatever influence, or you can also say influence. So it's leadership is a journey, not a destination. People, leaders learn each day. That's how they improve. That's what I understood this process. And this, there are three laws till now we have discussed: the law of lead, the law of influence, and the law of process. And the process says it's about the practicing the leadership. Your thoughts on this?
Yes, yes. The law of process, one of the great example is sitting in front of me. That is Mr. Sani. Every day he is learning. Every he never fail in showing commitment whenever there is a chance to meet in Toastmaster or any official meeting or book or any meetings where he found there is a learning there, he can perform, he can influence. So in this process every day he is improving. So every day improvement, slow and steady wins the race, and the Rome was not built in a day. So gradually Mr. Sani is demonstrating a very influencing leadership, and that is why he is getting a lot of positive feedbacks from the participants. I remember the last TLI incident where he was the trainer and he received 5 out of 5 from all the participants. That is even he's in the first time he is giving this kind of the training. So it shows that he in the process of becoming a strong and more strong leader, and I feel that we should learn from that skill day by day in every way. We have to learn something, and in this process, we become a very strong personality. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now let's move to the next law, the law of navigation. And this law is very simple, that navigation can be taken by any of the leader, but of course, the course that the navigation in the right direction is really a task. So there was this leader who was taking care of this business, and then there was this downfall, and this leader was all frustrated that how to navigate in this particular situation, and it failed that business. Another leader was in the same domain, in their competition. That person understood the reasons that why we are going down, what can be risk, what can be the other plans. He ensured that his team stay on the business, they stay in the market, they stay in the field, so that they are aware. They just trusted the system, they just kept patience, and that's how they navigated. They of course tried different things. So when it comes to navigation, I mean, anyone and everyone can be a leader. The true test of a leadership is in the tough time. How he or she holds up, how or she he or she actually acts in tough time. That show the true leadership. That's what I understand from the law of leadership. How people navigate in tough time, how when failure is in front, how you take the ship to steer the ship in that particular situation. Your turn, sir.
Yes, yes. So navigation, as you said correctly, mentioned about the navigational law of leadership. I remember, like there was a one person who have opened in our area one shop that was related to stationery item. But what I noticed that in this location there was no students in that area where he opened the stationery shop. So what happened, within 2 months he has to close his shop. So being a leader of in own business, you should foresee, because you are taking you have to see in future what are the things will happen without planning, direction, or even without homework. If you do any work, then it will lead to a failure. So now what happen, if you are in the organization, you are holding a leadership role, you should know my decision, my direction, what is the final impact will happen, because my team will just follow me. So because I
Hmm.
am giving the direction, and if
Hmm.
I have not done a proper planning, then my execution will be poor. So leaders has to give the direction. They are the captain of the ship. They have to take their organization on a direction. So it is the responsibility also of a leader, make a better planning, see, forecast, analyze what is the outcome may come, how I will take care if my decisions in not reach to the my expectation, how I'll manage. So he has to work on these angle, his weakness. He has to see the SWOT analysis, his strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat, and analyze that where I am taking. That is very responsible role of a leadership. Back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Not a second opinion. And of course, now moving on to the next law, the law of addition. And this law says that leaders add value by serving others. They ensure that they are there to support their team. So there was this manager who noticed burnout and reduced actually unnecessary reporting of their team. And this small gesture of commitment or support ensured that there was increase in the productivity, and that's also improved the morale of the team. And people feel that yes, our leader feel for us, and we must pay him back. And I have heard this beautiful thing from someone, and I suppose I read it somewhere. When when people feel that they are supported, or when people are taken care, needs of people are taken care, they will ensure that your organization needs are taken care. That's why in the organization there are multiple organization, they take care of their employees well. And I also learned somewhere, if you really want to serve your customer well, serve your employee first. So that's how things happen, and that's the law of addition.
Yes,
Over to you.
yes, agree. So leaders has to add values to the life of peoples. Leaders leaders does not mean to get something. Leaders means to help people to grow them. A good leader create more good leaders. That is shows his leadership. If you are being a parent, you are also a leader for your kids. So if you teach them, give them the values in their life, you are a leader. If you are teaching, you are giving a lesson learnings to your subordinates, you are a leader. So leader means creating values, helping them to grow in their life. If you are unable to add values and just simply giving instruction and getting your work done, then you are not a great leader. People may follow in some extent your instruction, but you can't be a great leader. And so making us yourself as a strong leader, you have to find how can create I can create values in their life. Back to you.
Absolutely no other opinion. The next law is the law of solid ground. And when they say the solid ground, my understanding from this law is that it's all about making the foundation of leadership, and that's the trust which makes the foundation for leadership. I remember Ramesh was there in this wonderful organization who were in this manufacturing of toys, and Ramesh observed there was dip in the sales. Instead of sharing this information with the management, higher management, he hid those numbers. And it he what he did not inform the management priorly that I am seeing a gap in the achievement of this budget. Yes, this is there going to be a hit. And instead he just said that everything is fine. He did not share the right number, and that's how the trust was broken when the results came of that particular month. In the next month, when the result seems to be good, the leadership didn't trust him. And this incident told me that it's very important to be a person who actually share the truth, share the facts, because trust takes time to build and it's only a few seconds that it takes to break. So it's all about building trust, building and true to the leadership, and in every domain of your life wherever you are working. Over to you.
Yes, yes, Mr. Sani, agree with you. Trust is the foundation of leadership. If your team is not trusting you, you believe me or not, they are not going to follow you. They are not going to follow your instruction. A leader who is honest, who gives the values, who is committed, then people start trusting him. And in the tough time, they will stand with their leader. You being a leader, you may make mistake, but your team will support you because they trust you. If you show them that you become sometimes liar, or you don't follow your commitment, they will are not going to trust you. So to become a strong leader, you have to earn the trust, and trust can be earned when you demonstrate that you are man of the commitment. You give the values to the people, you have your own commitments, then only you can grow in your leadership journey. Back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, that's how things happens. The trust is very, very important. Now moving on to the next law, the law of respect.
Are we going to make in three videos or three parts or four?
Three parts we will make, so we'll complete this one more law, and then we can discuss what how we are going to do.
Okay.
So the law of respect says that people follow the leaders who are stronger than in the skills from their subordinates. everyone like to follow the one who carries more knowledge, more skills, more tech, and of course some influence to help the employees. So I remember this new recruitment in an organization. Ramesh joined this new organization where he had very limited product knowledge, and it was the new organization, so of course that can be understandable. The products was completely new. Ramesh started invested time, and within a week time he familiarized himself with the all the technicalities and compositions of the products. And when they had this discussion with their team, they were amazed to see the level of knowledge he showered to the people of that team, and that brought respect for him. So this incidents, of course, give me this light and this enlightenment that yes, people follow when you are more capable than them. So that's, and you also earn their respect. That's the law of respect. Over to you.
Yes, I agree with you. It is very, very essential that the leader should earn respect, and how the respect can be earned. There is three C. I'll say character, commitment, and confidence. And your ability to show your character, then commitment and the confidence in the people, then they will start follow you, they will show the respect. I also remember that in leadership journey, I know one of great leader in our one organization. So what he has a habit, he never force people to follow his instruction. He never he is such a genuine person that people wants to follow, means their the force come from their team, not from their side. So because he has earned that respect, that much the confidence, consistency, character he has shown, and the ability he has shown to the people wants to be like him. They feel him a role model. So I
Hmm.
think a great leader should always have that kind of the matlab character. Yeah, you can say that that ability that people start follow you, and that, and when they, and they should mean if they respect you, then only they will follow you back to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So far we have discussed these few laws, the starting from the law of leadership, law of influence, law of trust, law of what? Law of navigation, law of respect, law of solid ground, the law of addition, law of navigation, law of process, and law of influence, law of lead. Those were the laws which we discuss today. If you have any doubt, you need clarification, you need more example, you can come to us, you can write in comment, and definitely Mr. Shani will resolve all of your doubts and can give more examples. What you say, Mr. Shani?
Yeah, thank you. We have a great discussion today. And what in finally I can conclude one most important thing is that you become the man of the commitment. You should become the means your leadership means you have to become a strong valuable person. Means value can be your skill, your character, your when people start trusting you, people have start following you, then things will automatically happen. Organization definitely will grow, whether you have a startup, whether you are a manager, or any position you are holding. People should see that this person is something unique, like Mr. Sani. Yeah, he is very committed. Mr. Sani is having a, he, whenever we call him, he comes for our help. Yeah, we like Mr. Sani. Yeah, Mr. Sani. So everywhere people are saying Mr. Sani, then that shows that Mr. Sani is a great leader. Back to you, and with this we can